In this video, I'm aiming to help you with your assignment. Please note that the numbers I use and the words that I use will be different to the ones on your assignment, so you need to understand the concepts, not just copy what I've done onto your assignment. This assignment is due on the 16th of May. 16th of May, it's worth 30%, and you can either hand it straight to your teacher or scan it in as one document and put it on Canvas or email it to your teacher. You're only going to get one hard copy of the assignment, so if you lose it, you need to reprint it. And if you've lost your words and your numbers, your teacher will be able to give you access to it. Now, question 1 should be very similar to the type of thing we've done in class, so I'm not going to go through the answers to that. If you need help, please ask your teacher or attend one of the homework help sessions after school in the library from 3:30 to 5 o'clock on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. For part B, I'm going to use the word tray, but you will have been given your own 4-letter word to use for this question. Now, question 1 says, use the table below to find all possible 2-letter arrangements with replacement of your word and then answer the question. Well, my word is tray, so I'm going to put T-R-A-Y along the top and T-R-A-Y down the side. So when I look at all the different arrangements, I can have a T. I could choose a T and then I could choose another T because I'm replacing the letter each time. I could have a T and then an R. I could have a T and then an A, a T and a Y. I could have an R first and then a T, an R and an R, an R and an A, an R and a Y, A and T, A and R, A and A, A and Y, Y and T, Y and R, Y and A, Y and Y. So altogether, when I look at those outcomes, the ones I've drawn in dark blue, I count them up and there are 16 different outcomes. The probability that 2 letters are going to be the same, well, here's the ones where the 2 letters are the same. There's 4 of those, so for me the answer is 4 out of 16, and that fraction simplifies to 1 out of 4. Remember, to simplify a fraction, you can just put it into your calculator and press equals, and it will give you the most simplified answer. Now this question here says, which of these arrangements are real words? You can check this using the online dictionary. Now for some of these words, I don't need a dictionary to tell me that they make no sense. So TT, RR, AA, YY, I know are not words. I know that TR is not a word. I know that RT is not a word. I know that RA is not a word. I'm not 100% sure about RI. I know that AT is a word. I'm going to check AR. I'm going to check AY. I know that YT is not a word. I know that YR is not a word. So I'm going to go and check on my online dictionary. I know that TA is a word. I know that AT is a word. I'm going to check TY, RY, AR, AY and YA because I'm not so sure about those words. So I've given you the link to the online dictionary. It's on the soft copy of the document on Canvas, or you can use any online dictionary, it doesn't really matter. So these are the words that I'm going to go to my online dictionary and check. So let me show you an example of that. Here's my online dictionary. I'm going to check TY first of all. TY and press search. And no, it's not. And while I'm here, I can probably try. So ty is not a word. I can try ry. No, it's a suffix, which means it goes on the end of some words, but it's not a word on its own. I'm going to try ar. And again, it's not a word on its own. It's just at the beginning of some words. I'm going to try ay. And no, I'd need an E on the end. Actually, it does say here also I, and it's used for yes. So I can use that as an alternative to AY. So AYE, so AY is a word. And then I'm just going to finally check YA. I think it will be a word. No, it's only an abbreviation for young adult, so I can't use that as a word on its own. So when I go back to my assignment, I can say that this was not a word, this wasn't a word, this wasn't a word, this was a word, and this was not. So I've got 3 words. I've got T-A, tar, I've got A-Y, I've got A-T, and that's it. I've only got 3 words. You will have a different number of words depending on what your letters were. I didn't do these questions here. This part C says the probability that there's no vowels. So I need to go through and find out which words have got no vowels in them. No vowels here. So I'm doing these ones in green. No vowels. All of those have vowels. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your answer might be different depending on how many vowels were in your word to start with. So I have 9 out of 16, and that cannot be simplified, so I just leave it as 9 out of 16. The probability that it's a real word, well, I've counted up my real words, there's 3 of them, so the probability that it's a real word is 3 out of 16. Try this now with your 4-letter word. Now we've been asked to do the same thing with our 4-letter word, but this time we're not allowed to replace the letters. So I'm going to write my word again. I'm going to write T-R-A-Y, T-R-A-Y. But once I've chosen T for my first letter, I can't get it again for the second letter. So in fact, I can't get these double letters. What I can get is I can get TR, I can get TA, I can get TY, I can get RT, get RA, RY, AT, AR, AY, YT, YR, YA. I don't need to look up the words again in the dictionary. I've got it from my last question. I've got tar, I've got at, and I've got a. Now my total number of outcomes this time is less. This time when I count them up, I've only got 12 outcomes. The probability that the 2 letters are the same, that never happens this time because I wasn't allowed to replace the letters. That's 0 out of 12, which is just equal to 0. The probability of no vowels, well, when I count through, this one has no vowels, no vowels, no vowels, no vowels, no vowels, no vowels. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6 out of 12. So this time that simplifies to 1/2. And the probability that it's a real word, well, I've still got 3 words, but this time there was only 12 possibilities. So this time for my answer, the probability of it being a real word is 1/4. Do the same with your 4-letter word now. Question 3 says, in order to find 3-letter arrangements of your word, you will need to draw a tree diagram. This time there's no replacement of letters, and you're to draw your tree diagram in the space below and answer the questions. So this time I'm still using the word tray, but I'm doing 3-letter arrangements. So my first choice of letter could be T, R, A, or Y. Notice that I've spread that out quite a long way. If the first letter was T, the second letter can either be R, A, or Y. It can't be T because we were told in the question there's no replacement of letters. If the first letter was R, then my next possibilities are T, A, and Y. If the first letter had been A, my possibilities are T, R, and Y. And if the first letter was Y, it could be T, R, and A. Now, if you find there's not enough room on the sheet for this, feel free to put another sheet on the back of the paper. So I've done my first, I've chosen my first letter here. I've chosen my second letter here. Now I'm going to choose the third letter, and this could get a little bit crowded. Let's see how we go. If the first letter had been T, the second letter had been R, there's only two possibilities for the third letter, and that is A or Y. If I start looking at my outcomes, the first two letters, the first two three-letter words would be T, R, A and T, R, Y. Let me continue. If my first letter was T and my second letter was A, the two possibilities after that are R and Y, giving me the words T, A, R and T, A, Y. Continuing along my tree, T, Y. The next possibilities for my third letter are R and A, giving me the words T, Y, R and T, Y, A. You might understand what's happening now, and you can be working, you can pause the video, or I'm going to continue with my letters, and you might start doing this with your four-letter word. So I've finished all my outcomes, all my three-letter words, and I've added them up, and there's a total of 24 words there. Not all of them make sense, but there's 24 three-letter words. Now the probability that there's no vowel, so I just go through and tick all the ones that have got no vowels in them. There's one with no vowels, remembering that our vowels are A, E, I, O and U. That's an A there, it doesn't look like an A, but it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 words out of 24 that have no vowels, and that simplifies to 1/4 for my word. That may not be the same for your word. Now the probability that it's a real word, I need to go through and work out which ones of these are real words so I can use my online dictionary again. Now I know that try is a word, I don't need a dictionary for that. I know that tar is a word. So this one is. I'm going through, I know that rat is a word. I know that ray is a word. I know that art is a word. And I can't see any other words that even look like they might be a word in my ones. Yar and yat, maybe I should check those, but I'm pretty sure they are not words. But if I was you, I would be checking everything just to make sure. So I have a total of 5 real words out of 24 three-letter combinations. That doesn't simplify, so my answer is just 5 out of 24. I hope that helps you with part A of the assignment. There will be another video for part C. If you're doing the extension, you need to work on that by yourself. But ask your teacher for help or come to a homework session if you'd like some help. Thank you, everybody. Bye.